What's up, everybody? I'm Schaefer Smith coming at you with another video talking today about what to expect going into your first weightlifting meet. This is going to be a multi-part series talking about the ins and outs of leading into a weightlifting competition. Today's video is going to be talking about 1 week out, your final heavy day going into competition. This is a day that should be hitting openers, prepping, getting mentally ready, knowing your routine, and everything like that. So what does any of that mean? Well, let's break it down into 1 week out for your meet. This is a day that you should be working up to your openers. If you don't know what your openers are, they should be somewhere around 90% of your 1 rep max. So if your 1 rep max snatch is 100 kilograms, you should be working at about 90 kilos for an opener. You should never make more than a 4% jump on your lifts. That rule generally applies to all weights, whether it's 160 kilos or 60 kilos. A 4% rule is a good rule to abide by. So important things to note for that 1 week out for me is this day should be casual. This day should be relaxed. This should not be hyped up, ready to go in the best zone for your weightlifting meet, because you don't know how you're going to wake up the day your meet. You could wake up feeling like garbage. You could wake up tired. You could feel, you could be rushed, a stressful week. It could be any of these things. So you ideally want your 1 week out to be as comfortable and casual as you can. Your 1 week out should represent numbers that replicate what you're going to be doing on your meet. So the same warm up, same long warm up, and then subsequently the same weights that are hit during your meet are what you should be hitting on this day. And you should be working up into your opener. How I like to do it is I like to know my opener up ahead and go in starting at 50% and go 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and then my opener. And these are percentages of your opener, so not percentages of your max. That gives you a relative number. Generally, you don't want your warm-ups to be more than 8 reps. 8 reps seems to be a good range where you're getting a good stimulant, but you're not fatigued. You want to hit your opener. You want to hit it comfortably and on the first try. Then you have 2 options. You can either, for your snatch, usually you want to take your second attempt. Your second attempt should be something that you're comfortable with, that you can hit, but it's a good attempt. So in my case, I hit 125 as my opener, which is a comfortable opener, and I hit 129, which is technically a PR, but under what I can achieve, setting up to have a third attempt that is wide open for whatever I need to do. Your clean and jerk, you want to do a similar thing. Now, if you are a bigger athlete, your clean and jerks are going to require more energy. So for me, I actually only take about 5 attempts in warming up for my clean and jerks, partially because I'm already warm from snatch, and partially because it's a lot of energy you're putting out a lot more force to do those lifts. This video is 1 week out from me, and I'm going to walk you through it and exactly what I'm thinking on each of my lifts and how you can prepare for your first meet. So this is a good warm-up. I like to do some sort of snatch press, snatch work with the bar, and then I like to work into just something. This is real light. This is 50 kilos. This is less than 50% of mine. Just getting into moving. I'm going to do variations of it here. So I'm going to do a snatch and then a hang snatch here. And just to get the body moving and get it primed. And then I'm going to jump up to what is actually about 60%. So I would say I do about 40%, then 60% here, working up into my heavier lift. So this is 70 kilos. So it's important to note this is a number that I can muscle snatch, I can power snatch it, but I'm replicating exactly the movement that is going to be happening while I'm on the platform for every single rep that I'm doing in my lead up to the weights. This is 90 kilos. So we're at about 70% now. And it's good. You'll notice I'm slow on my lifts. This day was not a super amped up day. This wasn't a, really hype, got to go. This was just a casual, roll in, do the work, put in the work, move the bars. So now we jumped. So we were going 20 kilo jumps. Now we're at 10 kilo jumps. Keep in mind, my opener is 125. So now you see that speed is a little bit quicker there. So the bar is actually starting to move now when I get up to that weight, but it still looks just calm, smooth. And actually, one of the things that I was struggling with today was my overhead position. So here I jump 10 more kilos and I go to 110. Mm. So I start moving the bar quicker. However, I'm struggling with my stability overhead. And that's something that I'm thinking about. I'm looking at my hands here because I kept kind of tearing my hands. That's something that if you use a bar a lot or use straps a lot, it can be concerning. So here I actually have my left hand taped, if you can see that on my left hand. And now I'm up 5 kilos and I've got the singlet on. And I actually missed that because it felt like it was slipping with that tape. So I actually ended up taking the tape back off here. And you'll notice I actually have my singlet on here with about 2 attempts out from my opening weight. And the reason is because one, I want to be comfortable. I don't want it to be just different on my last attempt. And two, this is 1 week out. I want to feel comfortable. The singlet can be awkward. It's very can be very revealing, very just awkward to wear. And so this is 5 kilos up from my attempt. It's important to know, I want to point out something here that I actually did not take 115 again. And I know a lot of people would say, okay, I missed 115, I'm not ready to go up. I would agree that if it was on a higher number, but 115 is a number that's like 85%. That's a number that I can hit every day in the gym, and I miss that. So what I'm not going to do is take that. Like, I have another warm up lift after that. If I was training, doing a regular training day, I would take that 115 again and make sure I hit it. But here, I'm wanting to conserve as much energy as possible. I have a game plan. I have this all timed out, and I want to make sure that I do it here, do it correctly. So this is 120. See, I took that tape off. I fixed it. Good solid lift. And so that would be my last warm up before I get out on the platform. So now I'd be getting ready. So I'm going to load. I obviously am loading up my own here, but I would be getting ready for 125. I get it loaded up. And then actually in this situation, I go and I point at my coach and I say, put 3 minutes on the clock. And then I get my sweatshirt on, I sit down and I wait just like I would be right before I was about to go onto the platform. I look around, I'm, staying focused, but I'm staying relaxed. And this is something that's really important that I try not to rush it. All right, so now I'm getting my chalk, and this is my opener. So this is kind of determining, this is what I'm thinking is going to be my opener, and I'm trying to decide whether or not next week I'm going to open it this way. That's a little shaky, but that is 125. That's a solid opener, and that's a bad lift. It's a that I was able to make, and so I was really, really excited about making that lift. And so now I'm going to go to what was to be my second attempt, which is a 4 kilo jump, which is about a 3% jump. It's actually it's a smaller jump, but it's something very conservative. And this number is actually a PR snatch for me. The number 128 was my PR snatch before this. So this is a number that I know I'm capable of pulling 133, 134. But this is a PR, and this would be great to hit on the platform, and it just makes sense as a logical jump. So here, I'm not putting any pressure on it in the training hall because I know this is a number that would be great to hit, but I'm just relaxed. I'm staying relaxed. So it's important to know that's a good lift, but it is a shaky one. And what I was trying to do is hold it as long as I could, and I ended up losing it eventually. And that's if for some reason my judge doesn't give me the down signal when I stabilize it, I need to be able to be ready and hold it for as long as I can. So that would have gotten me a good lift, but it also very well could have, the judges didn't think I had it under control and waited for that. So the same is going to apply for my clean and jerk. And actually, this is the same rule as the 115 on my snatch. This 120, I actually miss. Just straight up, just missed it in the warm up. And just kind of getting my headspace out, dancing to some music, just kind of trying to loosen up and everything. And yeah, we're just going to go up. I go up in 20-kilo jumps, and then I go 10 kilos after that. And just take a watch, and I'll catch up with you afterwards. So that 150 is my opener, and I was really happy about that 150. And so I chose not to go to 160 after, or what would be my second attempt, which is 157, and go ahead and go to my third attempt, because at this point in the day, I was fairly tired from a full week of training and then this training haul. And so what I really wanted to be able to do, I knew I could clean this weight. I know I can clean this weight every single time I put it on the bar. And so I wanted to get the bar up and then feel the pressure and get a good jerk, dip and drive. I wasn't really intending to catch this. Would have been nice to, but the goal was to just feel all of those positions so that when I put it on the bar in a week, I am prepared for it and ready to hit it. So that's my 1 week out. It was honestly one of the better 1 weeks out that I've had. I hit both openers. I hit a second attempt on snatch, and I was looking really good for my clean and jerks. This was a totally uncaffeinated session. There's no caffeine, no pre-workout. This was just me rolling into the gym and doing that. So now the goal is, after a week of tapering and preparing for my next meet, all of these numbers should be even easier, and I should be ready to go do some 6 for 6 and put up some good numbers. So that's it. That's 1 week out. I'm very excited I'll let you guys know. I'll do a video about my meet coming up and what you can know about getting ready for your actual meet and the day of. So good luck to anybody. Check out the next part of my series whenever it comes out to see what's going on for the next meet. And I'll see you guys in the next one.